afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this VPE training. It is a joy to have all of you here. Thank you for making time, and I'm hoping that you are blessed. Now, we've had our July as our new turn. We've had our August, and we're almost halfway into our September. So by this time, you should actually have had to encounter some form of uploading educationals. I would like to just hear from you. Of those of you that are inside here, please let me know if there's anyone that has not had, you haven't had an opportunity to upload any educationals yet. Doesn't matter for which reason, but if there's somebody here, either put your hand up so that I can see your hand is up so that I can just know. But I do believe by now, most of us had the opportunity because somebody in our club finished a level. I'm giving it a few seconds. Okay, I don't see any hands going up, so we have just about received that. I have made a little video on that. And the reason why I always make the video is I don't like to, while I'm busy training online, click into my clubs and reveal my club members' confidential information. So I normally go and do that as a video, and then I just blur out their details a little bit, but you can see where I'm going and I discuss it with you, so it comes up quite well. And I actually also have this particular video. It's on my YouTube channel as well. You will be able to get it there if you need it. But before we go into that, I want to just find out, are there any of you here today that has any particular issues that you've encountered when uploading your members' information? Is there anybody here that has a burning question regarding that? Love to be able to deal with that before we get started. And if there isn't a burning question for now, then I do believe as the presentation flows that there might come burning questions. Okay, so please make sure that you make some notes, that if there is something that you have a question, type it immediately in the chat box so that we can deal with it, and let's make sure we help you afterwards. And I'd love to have a good discussion with you afterwards as to how we can implement some things a little bit faster and easier. With that, I am getting ready to share the video with you. Greetings and welcome to another training session, this time for VPEs, on how to close off a member's level and to approve it. Now, what you need to realize is there are two places in Toastmasters that you need to be able to do this. First of all, what I do to make sure that there's a good control of what's taking place is when I receive an email via Toastmasters International that a member has finished a level, I contact that person and I request copies of their evaluation forms because I need to make sure that they have understood the projects correctly and that they have completed their projects correctly. Now, in our club, what we do is we ask the members to buy a 30-page flip folder, and they place their speech on the one side and the evaluation form on the other side. So every time they go to a Toastmasters meeting, it's one file, it's easy to carry, and everything is together. When they have just finished the last speech of a particular level, and I'm at the meeting and they can bring me their folder and say, this was my last speech, I can go through it and I can check it off that it's done. But if it wasn't possible for that to happen, then I normally ask them to send me copies of their evaluation so that I can just make sure everything is fine. Once that is done, then I proceed on to Basecamp. As normal, I just click on my name, and here you see a place to enter Basecamp. And because I'm VPE, it has that extra check mark that I can check as enter as Basecamp manager. Now, I'm part of two clubs. I'm VPE of two clubs. So I will select the correct club, swak op munt, and off we go. Go to pending requests. Right, you can see here are more than the person that I'd like to approve at the moment. And both of the other people, the one is out of town and the other one has just not had an opportunity, but will come later during the course of the day, to bring me their evaluation forms so that I can check them to make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be, and then make the approvals. The third person, Marie-Claire Renz, has sent me her evaluations. We have finalized everything and it's ready for approval. Once the page is open to show which members there are that I need to approve, I copy and paste that information onto my Excel spreadsheet, as you can see here. I do that so that I can have a record, because once you've clicked OK, it disappears. There's no track record for you to see who you've done what with. And if a club member says, but I did this or I did that, then at least you can have a record of what you've done. So I copy and paste it like this, and I type my little stories behind there if I'm waiting for somebody, or if there's some other reason why we're waiting for something. And then once the approval takes place, I put it down there. And now I'm going to do the approval. The approval is really simply just click the check button. They say, please enter any additional comments. Normally, if there is a denial, it's because somebody has merrily clicked through everything. They haven't finished the project. They haven't even presented the speech, but they've just done all the clickings and it registered. I go and I deny it, so that once they really finished with the project, that it comes back up again. And at that moment, then I will just state their project not yet completed, so that it can come back up again. With this, I just do the submission. Now that you have approved a level of your members' education, it's time to issue them a certificate. We like to do that at our club, so that when they come the next time, we can present them with a level certificate. And you can print that for them. So how do we do it? You just go to the search portion and type the person's name in. There it is, Marie-Claire Renz. Once it loads her, you go to transcript. Yes, it's now called Parts and Learning, not transcript, Parts and Learning. You see what's very familiar to yourself when you log in for your own curriculum. And I load her leadership development pathway. There I land in, I see her first level. I click on view details for the first level. And here you can see her first level is complete, and now it shows view certificate. I click, voila, a certificate for Marie-Claire that we can just print out and hand over to her. I want to encourage you to print out those certificates. It's really good for people and encourages them to keep on going. Once they receive the first certificate of level 1 completion and then the second level. And it also makes the rest of the members desire their certificates. So let's encourage our members. Let them finish their levels and complete their pathways. Just one word of caution. Some people try to complete pathways really fast and they go from speech to speech because that's what they see. But please have a look at my training. What's the difference in approach from legacy to pathways? There's a lot of important information there. The next thing that we do is to go to the Club Central through the Leadership Central portal. And there's no ways that I can access it here. I haven't found an easy way other than going to the URL, retyping in toastmasters.org and landing on the login page. And from there, I click Leadership Central, Club Central, and select the appropriate club that I want to upload a educational award. So this is the second place that you have to go. And then once you have done that, we just say upload educational award and select the person's name, select which award, check and finalize. It's done. And that is how we approve a level on Basecamp Manager, plus we upload an award on Club Central. Remember, there's two things that need to be done as VPE.
And with that, I look forward to having you at our next training. So from me, until next time, cheers. For more Toastmasters training videos, please visit my YouTube channel, GrannyB007, or you can have a look at my website where I turn these videos into training blogs.
I am back with you. Now, having shared with you that video, and remember that video is on my YouTube channel, GrannyB007. I want to find out quickly, are there any questions related to that? And if there aren't any questions, how long does the education take to reflect on the dashboard? That's a good question. When you want to know, as in once you've uploaded, say you've got now enough people, you've uploaded the 4th level 1 person, how long does it take to appear on the dashboard so that it gives you it shows whether you have reached a DCP goal? Am I right in that understanding your question? If you go to Club Central, you can just go to a Distinguished Club Program and it will come up for you. Now, of course, we are region 11 or whichever region you are in, it doesn't matter. And district 74, there it is. I'm just going somewhere quickly. So that's the district performance. I'm going to collapse everything. And where's the collapse one? There's the collapse one. And I'm just going to go to my division and one of my clubs at the moment so that you can quickly see. Okay, let's go to Swakopmund. So if I go to the club there, you can see that they are almost ready for that 1 level, but we've actually done more than that. Here is what I want you to see. At the moment, it says these reports reflect business processes as of 1 July to August 31st. We are now at September 10th. So it means it's not showing, even though you say, it says here as of 9 September, I know for my Walvis Bay Club, where I am the VPE, I have already loaded a few levels. We should be up with a couple of DC points that it shows that we've reached. And I'm sure the same for the Swakopmund Club, but it doesn't show at the moment because it tells you up there when it will show or up until which date it has. And it's normally towards the end of the month that it gives you that time. It does have here a place where it says dashboard times. Just click on the Club Central, have a look on the far right at the bottom, month end closing date. There you'll see the dates that it will close out every month. So just make sure you read the top part there, then you will know when the dashboard will change to reflect and to show what you have done. Because I know we're all busy, or many of us are busy with leveling up and it's not showing. So what can you do to see if it was loaded or where? Where is it? Then just click on Leadership Central and Club Central. Then if you want to have a look at what educationals have you actually loaded for the club, then just click on Administrative Reports and have a look around there. And there you will have different reports to select from. You can go to past and present education awards, and you can select dates or alphabet or however you want to have a look at it. And then you can see, okay, who are all the people that have uploaded, and you can also calculate more or less what you have done from there. First, so you say you have a question. Please
Yes,
ask your question.
okay.
Go for it. I will read the rest so long.
Okay, thank you so much, Granny B first. With a level up challenge, we are pretty busy to to see our name on the poster. So I I have a member, and she is our VPPR. She has accomplished level 2 on effective coaching, and I went to Central Club. Then why doesn't it appear that I validated on Basecamp her completion of level 2? Then why it doesn't appear on the Central Club Award? Why I just saw the level 1 but not the level 2, and due to that problem, she was not able to be on the poster for this month. So
Okay.
can you advise?
Okay.
And my second question is, when I'm
Please,
logging
please
to
hold on,
the...
Fasu. I'm not good with remembering more than one question. Let me answer this and
Okay,
then I'll give you a second
sorry,
chance.
Granny. Make it
I'm your
slowly.
granny. Okay, the first one,
Okay.
if I remember you, if I understood you correctly, is that you approved her on Basecamp for level 2, but it
Yes.
didn't show up in Club Central as level 2. Am I right?
Yes.
That it's because if you need to just go and rewatch my little video that I showed. You have to go to Club Central. You have to do two things. Once, maybe I should just stand back a bit and explain it this way. In Toastmasters, just like when you're at Basecamp, you just can't jump to Club Central like that, as I explained in this video. Once you're into Basecamp, it's like you're in a sealed place. You can't get back to the normal Toastmasters website because it is a place of its own. And for that reason, in order for the software around Basecamp to work, you have to go and approve it there so that the level can be closed properly and it can continue methodically further for this person, whoever you're busy with. But anything you do in Basecamp only makes it that the level certificate will show or that paths will be closed off, etc. But what you do in Basecamp does not reflect in Toastmasters. You as VPE have to go to two places to upload or approve. In Basecamp, you're approving, and then what you've approved in Basecamp, you then go to Club Central and you have to upload it there. Now, I see in here, Simbugile writes, a member finished level 2, yet when I was submitted on Club Central, it was level 3 that was reflecting, not level 2. Just check, Sibongile, because sometimes a member might be a member of 2 clubs. And when they finished it on Basecamp, it might have reflected as finished in another club. And then that VPE went and uploaded it. Or a previous VPE uploaded an additional level without checking properly and awarded a person a level that they had not completed. So those are the two potential, high potential problems that can occur. But I'm back with you now, Fasu. Did I answer that question? And then you can ask the next question.
Okay, so if I understood you well, because I've already approved it on Basecamp. So then I have to approve it again, the level to completion on the Central Club then.
Yes, that one is not an approval. That one is called, you're uploading it, you submit it. I think it has the word of submit. Let me just quickly look because that page is open. Sorry, I'll be a second. Yes, it is there. Let me go. Let me click back and then I'll share the screen for you on that because it's so important that you guys understand this because that's what will make you shine or collapse. So let's not have any collapses.
Yes, totally.
Okay, so here I'm back at Club Central. So this is where you submit an educational award. So you have to go there. So you know how to go. Club Central.
Yes, I know how to go.
You know how to go there. But then you have to look for, it's normally under club membership there, submit education awards. Then you click on there and then it will ask you to select a member. You find the member and then it will give you the option of what can you upload for them. And then that's where you can do that. Okay. What is your next question?
Okay, my next question is, when I'm logging to my Toastmaster account, I always have to renew my password every single time that I'm checked in. Like it said, so I don't know what's matter. Like every day when I have to log in, I have always to change my password.
No, that's crazy.
Yes.
Okay. That is, I want to just, I've never experienced that. I would like to ask, is there anybody on this group that has ever experienced that you have to change your passport all the time? If it's you, just put your thumbs up so that I can see if there's anybody else that has that experience.
No.
Faso, it looks like it's only you. Then Faso,
Yes, it is only.
you know how to get, thanks Lynette, you know how to get hold of me. Let's do this privately. I think this is an issue. There's some other issue there. It must be some technicality. Let me help you with that afterwards. Just send me a WhatsApp later and we will, please know that after this training, I've got another training and then another training. It's around about 5 o'clock that'll only come free. Then I can answer
Okay.
WhatsApps again. Okay. But connect with me and let me help you offline. Okay, Fasu?
Thank you so much.
Any other
Granby.
question from you, Fasu, while you're on the line?
I'm okay right now. I will do what you said because, yeah.
Okay,
Thank you so
that's
much.
great. That is great. Now, any other questions from anyone else here regarding anything education-wise for the members? We've only got a few weeks left to do this level up thing. So share with me, what are some of the difficulties you're encountering, maybe with your members, maybe the process-wise, anything. What are some of the difficulties you're experiencing? Let's thrash it out here and help you to shine. I'm looking to see if there's anybody coming up with anything. I don't see any new questions, are there? Oh, there we go. Keeping track of spreadsheet speeches and level completed. Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I quickly show you what I do? Here goes. Sharing the screen. And here is what I'm doing. Here's my members. And we've got our first September meeting coming up now. I have, let me just click outside. When a meeting is finished, so if you have set up your goals for your people and the meeting is finished, then I go back and I just put little red boxes around those people that actually spoke. You'll see that in this row, there was a whole lot of people, but not everybody spoke. So those that actually spoke, I put them up. So that's kind of my actuals. And then I adjust the thing going further for them. When you will see the July meetings on the date that we had a meeting, and maybe I make it just a little bit bigger for you guys to see. The date that we had the meeting, I also put that in red, because if that is in red, then I know everything is fine. Now, these other two meetings we had, they are, for each meeting, there is one evaluation form still outstanding for different people. And I just before we came back, I heard notification that the one person is back. So I mark who spoke, but I'm checking in our group that all evaluation forms are back, because you know that's the killer. How can you as VPE approve educational goals having been completed if you can't see evaluation forms that reflect that it has been done and it has been completed? And so for me, this is my way to also make sure that everybody has their evaluation forms back and that when we close a level, they have it. And so one of these dates will be closed off now, and the other person has been away, and they promised me that on Monday, that one will be back, and I will check with them. So that's how I check it happening here on my DCP planner. Plus, on the DCP planner, there is another tab. The other tab says PW approval, pathways approval. So what happens here? Often there's something happening and then there's a problem. So when that happens, here I go and copy and paste. When you're in Basecamp and you click pending requests, I copy and paste those pending requests here. And when I approve them, I put the dates down here. But I also go up here. You can see I've got Basecamp level 1, Club Central level 1. I want to make sure that I uploaded both of them, because there was you can see here by these, maybe I must just enlarge this one. You can see, and let me take it up there. There is, who was that? Georgina. She finished her level 2 in July, and this one of Herman was in March. And both of them, there were issues that ended up being a long story that I can't share with you now. But in the end, I met, well, sorry, Herman's was done at the same time. And Georgina's, you can see there's a big gap in it because of something that needed to be done. And then you can see here with Herman, there were two levels, level 1 and level 2 was done on the same date. And I don't like to do that, but that was done because I became coach of the club during that period of time, and the previous VPE had gone. So he had finished it. And when I came in as coach and to take on as VPE in February of that year, I then worked my way through it. And so when I discovered what was there, I quickly uploaded everything. But it's not nice to upload several levels at the same date. But can you see, this is how I keep a little track of what I've done, because I can't remember. Other people, you people might be better than me, but I need something like that, that I can tick off and see, ooh, I haven't approved Herman, I haven't approved Georgina, I haven't uploaded to Club Central. Let me quickly go and do it, and then put my date down there. I hope that helps. Any questions from that? Getting evaluations back from some evaluators. Yes, Estelle. If we can design something to magnetize evaluations, that will be so super great. So that's why I keep that little check on. What I do is, if we have a club meeting and it's only our members there, I just communicate with our members and I say, please let me know if anybody doesn't have their evaluation form back yet. And nobody wants to have their names come up like that. So that's why they often make sure they quickly give the evaluation forms back. And then when I hear so-and-so doesn't have theirs back, then I'll say, so-and-so, you were the evaluator. When do you think would be the most convenient time for you to be able to do that? So we do the negotiation there. And they know I will be back asking, has it been done? So they don't want to hear a no, no, no. But these two other meetings we had was people that were not from our club, that were outside our club. In fact, they were international people. It was quite a story to sort it out and to get hold of it. I have never had it lacking back so far back, but we need to find ways, because remember, we're all busy. Remember, after a meeting, you're so exhausted, you just go and collapse, because many meetings are like 2 hours long or something like that. And others feel like that too. But at least within 24 hours, we try and get evaluation forms back. Let's see what else was there.
I'm trying to listen what you do if you don't get that form. I'm listening in your words to get what do you do if an evaluator doesn't hand in the evaluation form.
Well, if they don't hand the evaluation form in, I ask them about it. And then I ask them, when can they do that? And then they promise. Okay. But I have that conversation in the group. And because you have the conversation in the group, there's more or less a commitment now in front of everybody else. I'm not saying you must do it by then, because we understand that people go through difficulties. And so we need to do something that something that we can do. I mean, we've had one guy that said, listen, my PC has just collapsed. Everything has collapsed around me. I wrote the comments here on a sheet of paper. They took a photo of their comments and they threw it on the group and they said, is there anybody that could help me and just transfer this into an evaluation form for the person? We understand that problems can happen, and let's find creative ways to solve those problems and work as a team together to get an answer for that. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'll find a solution, because I'm fighting with the two members. Ask them, please give those forms to the people who spoke, and you evaluated them. We saw you evaluating them. You did give the verbal comments, but we need a form. So we are fighting for it.
Okay. Another thing that I do is to record the meetings. And if you record the meetings, I see our time. What you can do is you can record the meetings and then upload the meetings to YouTube. Instead of having, because in YouTube, when you upload something, let me quickly show that to you, because this is a really important thing for you to remember. When you upload to YouTube, there is a beautiful a possibility that you can, so go and create a YouTube account for your club. When you upload a new video, can you see visibility? You have public. Now, if I click on it, I'm just going to enlarge it so that you can see. I can have public, unlisted, and private. Now, often the people in the club, they don't want everybody to see their speeches. But if you click at unlisted and you then put the YouTube channel, you create a folder, club meetings, a playlist, sorry, club meetings, and every club meeting is unlisted on YouTube, and just that playlist of unlisted you put in your club's description box so that any member can click on there, and you label it the date of each meeting. Then if somebody says, oh, I lost my notes and I don't know where to find it, and they've got a million excuses, then you tell them, go and watch the video and re-evaluate, please. Okay, I hope that helps. Any other questions?
Let me ask a question, a general question.
Yes.
Because I was late, let me say what I think the meeting was about. This meeting was for us to know how to work with the central,
to upload educations.
Upload education from base camp to central, things like that. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay, good.
And on my YouTube channel, there is a video that shows you exactly what to do. And I make the videos because I don't know about you, but for me, if I play the video and then I stop and then I go do what it said, then I play a bit further and I go do what it says. That's the reason why I do videos. So I hope it helps you in that way. Any other questions? That was such a valuable tip. Private and YouTube. Hi, Lily. Sorry. I'm happy that you feel that way. Okay. Anything else for you all today on this Friday? Well, then it looks like you are blessed. You know what to do. You know where to find me. And you know I want to help you shine. So please ask questions if you need any more help. Do visit my YouTube channel. I don't have a lot of stuff there, but there's valuable things there that can help you. Especially, let me just show you this quickly. Please let me show you this. This is a big one that I've loaded recently. I've loaded new member orientation part 1, 2, and 3. Part 1 is about selecting a path. Part 2, wait, let me just click in one of these things that you can see what it says. Where's the description? Edit title and description. Let's just go there. I've made it the same for everybody else. Part 1, select your path. And then part 2, well, I tell you all the kinds of things there. Part 2 is how to find your path and work on it. This is ideal for your new members that are coming in. And part 3 is closing a project and a level. I've divided it like that. So please make use of it and send your people to it. And if they have questions, let them type in the comments of those YouTube videos so that we can answer it and that people can be blessed and develop. Okay, I think we have reached the end of today, unless there's another question. Let me quickly look. Happy. Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you, Annalise. Thank you. Okay, then everybody, then this is the time that we are then officially closed. But before you go, I'd like you to put your videos on and let's just connect for a moment, see each other and say goodbye to each other. That would be so nice. And if you are too embarrassed, it's also okay. Annalise, good to see you. Thank you. Who else is brave? Lynette, thank you. Sylvester, good to see you. Nontokozo. There we go. Nice to see your smile. Okay, who else is brave enough? My camera's not working. Faso, okay, that's fine. And then bye, Simogele. God bless you. Have a good weekend, everyone. And enjoy being VPE and shine. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend. I'm going to close the meeting now. Thanks, Lynette. Carla. Bye-bye, Carla. Thank you. Bye to you. Lots of love. Bye. Bye, everyone.